Revelio.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
I wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the Ministry.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Our neighbour at home knows someone who's related to the inventor of Skelegro. It's true. Limfrid of Stinchcombe his name was.
She's always showing off about her puff scheme grooming. Fur like silk. What shine? Your hide is sick.
All of my relatives work at the Ministry. Every one of them. I suppose I'll probably be a hire out there one day. Let's just stay in with me.
Well, I suppose... No.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a Ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's, who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, Impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
People who boast are insecure. That's what my mother told me, and she knows everything. At least that's what she told me.
When I fell off my broom and broke 6 bones, they said they'd never seen Skeletor work so fast. Weasley said she always found the dormitory a good place to read. Better than the library.
I couldn't agree more.
I do wish I had a bigger trunk, though.
I'm convinced I'm the only one in my dormitory who doesn't snore. I shall need a sleeping draught to get a good night's sleep if it keeps up.
I don't trust any of the boys. You find one venomous tentacular on your pillow and you don't soon forget. Ugh.
I don't understand why people go on about banishment being difficult. It's only one incantation. Evanesco. There, that's it.
I'm dreading taking my transfiguration owl. Absolutely dreading it. I'd rather jinx myself than have to explain reasons for the exceptions to Gamp's law.
I think transfiguration is the hardest subject. It requires such precision and concentration. One wrong move and you've got a grouse instead of a mouse.
Transfiguration requires such precision. I once turned my pet rabbit into a candlestick. Mother was furious when she set the table and it hopped away.
The food that appears in the Great Hall isn't conjured. The house elves make it.
I hated learning banishment. Never had such abysmal marks. Whoever decided to make Professor Black headmaster of Hogwarts must have been the victim of a flock of whoopers. Out of their mind.
Black is without a doubt the worst headmaster in the history of Hogwarts. He's not behind me, is he?
I thought about transferring to Beauxbatons just to get away from Professor Black and his iron fist. But then I remembered that I don't speak French.
Black only looks out for the purebloods. He couldn't care less about the rest of us.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster as hated as Black. Dubious honor indeed.
I don't think a single student likes Professor Black. They may pretend to like him, but they don't.
Life seems rather dull in the hamlets around here. I'd much rather live in a big city like London.
I adore shopping in Hogsmeade after it snowed. It's so... what's the word? Magical.
Thomas Brown knows more about books than anyone. Well, perhaps not Madame Scribner, but anyone else, I'd say.
Life is so peaceful in the hamlets. Well, when goblins aren't lurking around every corner. Can't be good for business. get me started on how horrifying venomous tentacles are. Why we're forced to engage with them in class instead of just reading about them is beyond me.
I miss playing gobstones on the kitchen floor with my cousins. Not the same here in the courtyard.
My family and I travel somewhere every summer. I'm dying to visit Romania. I'd love to see a dragon in the flesh.
All of my siblings have finished at Hogwarts. Nice to be here on my own for once.
My older brothers were all sourced into Ravenclaw. They're terribly accomplished now. I'll never be able to live up to their achievements.
I'm glad I don't have to stay in the castle for the holidays. I find the moving staircases unnerving when no one's around.
I adore decorating for the holidays. Can never have too many fairy lights, in my opinion. Not sure the fairies would agree, mind.
I wish there was something I could do to stand up to the headmaster. I'd be best to keep my head down till I finish up here.
Good thing Professor Weasley takes her role seriously, since Black clearly has no interest in his.
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black took over. Lucky for us, we have Professor Weasley.
Black noticed a scuff on his shoe the other day, and would not take another step until a house elf polished it away for him. Horrid man.
What was the Ministry thinking, putting Black in charge of a bunch of children? He hates children.
How much longer do you think Black will be headmaster? I have family in America. Wonder if I could transfer to Ilvermorny and come back when he's gone.
I adore playing wizard chess with my siblings. A bit violent, but Father says it's a good way to get out our frustrations.
My family has a gobstones tournament every year. Bit chaotic, but loads of fun.
It's tradition in my family to play a game of Quidditch on the moors during the holidays.
My little sisters will be so happy to see me over the holidays. They madly try to cast spells at me with their toy wand.
Never a dull moment when I go home for the holidays. Last year, my mother swore she heard a banshee. She couldn't sleep for fear that one of us was doomed.
My mother is so excited for me to come home for the holidays. She's written to me nearly every day. The family hour's exhausted.
Might want to think that again. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that.